had a great day. Let's pull that down a touch. Get a bit of zoom in. Been another busy day at MLG. Mrs MLG has been. Look at that one, that was clean. Yeah, Mrs MLG has been picking orders for me and checking off deliveries and stock taking and stuff, and I've been putting stuff in boxes and getting orders ready and then assisting with the stock taking. It's been a busy day for us today. So I'm going to get the basics done, and then if I've got time, I'm going to get a little bit of damage and rust. That's the plan. This is a Rosemary and Co brush I'm using, but the body isn't fat enough. So when our next restock turns up in a few days' time, I've ordered a couple of different brushes to try out to see if they're a little bit more comfortable. It's been a long day, says Red. You're an early starter, aren't you, Red? You've got like. Hi, Wickedy! Long days at the laser place. Mrs MLG is here. How big is that brush? This is a 0, Tony. A 0.
Using tiny brushes here.
I am doing like highlight things.
Ah, okay.
I did think I picked up a number 2 to start off with, to be honest, and then I put it back down because I thought it might be too big. But I guess you're only painting at the end of it anyway. But yeah. You seem quieter than the music, says Wikipedia. That's definitely Mrs MLG's department for the control panel section. Is that any better? Microphone a little bit closer. Just can't say no to overtime. It pays for the pile of shame. Yeah, well, if your overtime rate is good, I can't blame you. I was used to when I was an engineer back in the old days. I used to take on as much overtime as I could, really. I used to work very hard. Because you never know. Never knew when you might not get offered it. If you know what I mean. So I used to take it whenever it was on the go. Extra hours on call. Which was sometimes inconvenient if there was a night out in the offing.
Oh, it works long hours now, Wickedy. Just didn't get paid for them.
Yeah.
It's different.
That's it. Had to do the extras. Used to, yeah. That's sorry. That's what Mrs MLG was just referring to, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's me. I was referring to it.
I think someone's just recently commented on one of our Facebook posts about like still doing stuff this late at night.
Have they? Who's that?
Craig, I think.
What? Like A moment ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, just as I was leaving the
Kung Fu.
Kung Fu.
Hey, let's go.
What are you munching on?
Chocolate cake.
Of course. Hi Red Scope, how you doing? It's lasted longer than I thought, that chocolate cake, but I have not really had any.
Well, we can't have any now because it's in my face. What are you actually painting this for and stuff?
Oh,
Wider colours? You've done that?
I've done that.
Oh, really?
I've done that, yeah. While you were sorting out the small human.
It does just look grey and blue. Is that what it's supposed to be?
That's pretty much what it's supposed to look like.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
Look how tidy your desk looks as well.
I know. My cutting mat is being utilised elsewhere in the room, so I've got some lining paper covering my desk to avoid splashes. Although I don't know how good it'll be if I tip over a pot of contrast paint again.
Well, let's just not do that.
Yeah, that's definitely my goal.
You still need to tell me about these things that I've not added yet. Snot and gore.
Oh yeah, and there's a Humbrol paint there, isn't there?
Yeah, well, you don't tell me how much stuff is. It's just random junk on my desk.
I'll tell you.
Snot and gore.
Tell you so you can do that tomorrow.
And dirty down. Oh, Panda's crying. Don't know why Panda's crying. It's been like a whole 7 minutes, Panda.
Pando's always crying.
7 minutes.
Such a needy little dragon. Such a needy little dragon. I think.
Do you?
Yeah, I think I've missed a bit of orc ear when I was doing my other flesh colours. Might have to try and match. I can't remember what I did it now.
Well, that's the problem I'm having with these blokes on horses.
The Blood Knights.
Yeah, I don't know what colour I've painted them.
That's why I've started keeping a little guide in my book.
Well, I think I wrote them down, but I don't know where I wrote it down. So that.
Yeah, well, you should have a little.
Well, I haven't got a little book, have I? So there's no what I can do about that. No little books for me.
I'm gonna buy you one tomorrow.
Only little books for you.
Mrs MLG is referring to. She bought me a pocket
I wasn't
diary.
referring to that. I was just referring to the fact I haven't got a book.
Okay.
I did buy you a pocket. Try and make you organised, but it's not working.
It is.
We're on the 13th of January and nothing's changed.
What do you mean nothing's changed? We've got loads done.
What?
We've done all that stock taking on the 40k stuff. We got it finished before the big delivery last week, didn't we? Got loads of stuff done. And I am, because I'm carrying around mini pocket diary, I'm more organised for stuff happening, coming up, staff holidays, etc.
Alright, sweetie. Wicked, he says, where were you hiding Giz today at lunch? Not hiding him anywhere. He has free reign of the building on a Monday.
Yeah.
Bobbling about. Doing whatever he does. What time's lunch though? If we were having dinner too, then he would have been upstairs staring at me. Despite the fact he doesn't actually get any of my dinner. He does think that if he just stares at us really, really hard, then we might let him have some. Well, beans on toast today for dinner. A plate full of beans. You must have given us a tin each, did you?
I did.
Jesus.
I was making sure that you were
I saw you. Oh yeah. Is that when your dinner was? When I said hello to you? I don't know where he was. Don't know where he was then. He'd been somewhere. He might have been having his Kong. He has a Kong while we're there. He might have been preoccupied with that. And I didn't tell him you were there, you see, so he didn't come running over.
I shouted him when I saw Titan earlier on. But I don't know where he was then. He might have been upstairs with you.
Maybe. Not beans on toast for ages. Well, it's cheap, isn't it? It's cheap, Red.
Yeah.
Beans on toast. But we only have really weird plates. They're like just flat. So, and we don't have any slotted spoons or anything. So you just get all the juice and everything, just like a soup.
Yeah.
I don't particularly like bean juice. So when we do it at home, I tend to drain it off. But because there's no facilities to do such things at the shop, it's just swimming about on your plate.
Yeah, we're lucky to have a microwave.
But it keeps you warm.
That's what I thought.
Keeps you warm.
Looking after you, you see.
No, it's not. I don't really like it. And I only like Heinz baked beans.
Yeah.
And I can tell. Despite my mum pouring cheap beans into Heinz tins and pretending, I still know. I'm not a food snob. We have.
Wow, you can really dance.
You should shut up then.
Wow, you can really dance. He went.
Well, we did have. We had 2 slices of toast each.
We did, greedy Peters.
And 2 slices of toast and a full tin of baked beans each because we're
greedy.
We were working hard. We need sustaining.
You hear that? Working hard. Working hard.
You know, it's taxing mentally and physically going up and down them stairs and looking for.
It's certainly taxing me going up and down stairs, seeing as though it's the only time I use stairs. Once a week. I'm like, what are these things? I've got that vampire with massive wings in my hands and I'm just staring at it. I still don't really understand what's going on. There's a lot going on and I don't understand any of it. But I do need to put then people on their horsey together, don't I? Because you said you actually need them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Despite the fact, you've never used any of the other ones. It's because I can't use them until they're all together.
Yeah, I can't use them until there's a whole army. And that's the way it works, my darling.
So yeah, need to put the people on the horses together.
Yeah. Well, when I get this guy finished, I've got this guy to do, and then I'm gonna get the Tyranids finished, and then I'm gonna do some zombies because you didn't express much delight at the prospect of painting a horde of zombies.
Oh well, I've got all these horses to do.
So when you've done to be fair, the zombies are like chaff stuff. So you can paint the better quality units.
We can swap, and you can paint the horsey people. I've only done one.
I'd rather that you painted the horsey people and the characters, and I'll paint the rank and file.
Have you painted his codpiece yet? He's had its first coat. He's had a little tickle. I'm just trying to put some colour on each part so that I can see what the separate parts are, because there's just a lot going on. Redscope had soup for dinner. What kind of soup? My homemade soups always just used to be green. Everything was just green.
You haven't made anything like that for a long time, have you?
No, it's because it wasn't really very nice. And now we have better food in the house because you do the shopping. Whereas when I used to make my homemade soups, there was just us, and we just used to have whatever we could. I think we didn't have to think about feeding a small human. Despite the fact that I used to eat slightly healthier then.
Yeah.
I think soup.
We should go back to that.
But it was gross. I have a cup of soup.
I don't think that's the same.
As green broccoli and spinach soup.
Yeah. And the smoothie things, you used to like those?
Oh, just a faff that.
Got you
and also it wasn't
a good zhuzher.
It wasn't a case of I used to like them. When I had the smoothies, it was because I was cooking Little Miss, and I wanted to have as much goodness as possible to make sure that she cooked well. Well, she's cooked now, so I don't need to do that now. Oxtail. Don't like oxtail soup. I don't like much soup, to be fair. I don't like much, do I?
Yeah. Chicken soup, chocolate, cheese. That's it. Isn't it?
Pretty much. And chicken soup's only at a push.
Struggle to get you to have any veg. I might get half your tea for you.
What? It's because it was like 17 people's tea. Like, how much tea does one person need? Not that much.
All of the food.
There was a lot. Went to Mum's for tea. A Yorkshire pudding, roast potatoes, carrots, broccoli, 1,000 sausages. Was that it?
Yorkshire pudding, roast potatoes, carrots, broccoli. Yeah, I think that's it.
I thought
I
I'd
think
missed
that's
something,
it.
but just like heaps. So how many sausages did you end up with? Because you had mine.
5.
5 sausages.
Including yours.
Greedy head.
Yummy though. Wow, this green's a bit bright. This might be.
What green are you using?
This is pro acryl green.
Well, there's a darker one. There's this one as well. If you want to use this one and highlight with the other one.
Oh no, I think I used that one to start off with. I think that was
sorry.
my base one. No, it's not. It's a spike. It's not an ear.
Little Miss and I have been watching Delicious in Dungeon. It's the first time Little Miss has watched it. It's a fairly safe anime style thing. It's not, it's not too bad. But I did say to her, it gets a bit weird after they rescue his sister. It gets a bit odd. And we've got to that bit now, so she might lose interest because it's a bit strange after that. What did you think, Tony, after they get to that bit? What did you reckon to it? We had cottage pie for tea.
I like cottage pie.
Yeah, I don't like shepherd's pie because I don't like lamb.
No. I like cottage pie. It's nice.
With peas. I don't like garden peas.
I do.
I know you do.
You like them manky,
Marifat.
sugar impregnated things.
Right, well, because I've got a sweet tooth. I like Marifat peas. And I like mushy peas.
Yeah.
Yeah, it started getting a bit odd as it was trying to be too clever. Yeah, I was just happy when they were just eating monsters. To be fair. Yeah, it gets all political and a bit weird.
Political.
not political in our world,
Yeah.
like in theirs. It gets like, you know, the rulers wanting to do this and blah blah blah, and they're just eating monsters in dungeons. I love marifat peas. Can I eat them out the pan while I'm cooking them? We're a more open tin microwave type of marifat cooker. I think I just read it wrong.
Ah, right, I'm with you. I didn't know. Do the marifat peas come in any other form than in a tin?
I don't know.
I don't know.
They don't come out the pod like that.
No, they come out the pod like normal peas, and then they fill them with sugar, don't they? Isn't that just what happens?
I have no idea. I haven't watched the process of marifat pea making.
I'm just making it up.
Put them in Yorkshire puddings with onions. You can buy them in packs, apparently. Hey, Tharival, how you doing?
Hi.
We're having a really exciting conversation about peas.
Peas.
Not even about mini peas, just, you know, garden peas, marifat peas. Just peas.
The black eye.
Yeah, welcome to the pea chat. That could be taken at any way, couldn't it? Yeah, I like marifat peas. Mr MLG doesn't. Basically is how this chat is going. Because I have a sweet tooth. And then anything sweet, basically. Garden peas with mint sauce. Oh, no, that's gross. Don't like mint sauce or garden peas. Go back to your conversation about nice marifat peas and stop bringing them manky garden ones into it.
Let's just stop talking about peas.
Alright, sorry. What would you like to talk about?
Minis?
Go on then. You talk to us about minis.
Well, today I picked up some... Today I picked up some Tyrannid termagants.
And where did you pick those up from?
Picked them up from my friendly local game store, Mighty Lancer Games.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Have done a little bit of research on these on the internet actually, and I'm a little bit disappointed that they don't come with as many options as I thought that they did. So if I tilt the box like so, hopefully you might be able to see it a bit better without quite as much reflection. So, there we go. Right, so this dude in the middle, I believe this is a spike rifle. This guy here has, I think this is called a barb launcher or something like that, or a shard launcher. This thing, it's like a little rocket launcher bit. And then this thing, which I think is a strangle web down in the bottom right hand side. Now, I was hoping that there would be a couple of sprues so I could have multiple, but it looks as though there is only one of that sprue in the box, and I was kind of hoping that there were going to be multiples of these things so I could mix them in, so I could make all 10 models with a combination of these weapons, so I could mix them into my existing units. However, that doesn't appear to be the case.
Hey, Titan.
So I'm going to have to give it a bit of thought before I dive in and start putting these together, because I was hoping that I would have more of these, because these are new weapons that haven't existed in the Termagant kit previously. This is a new kit last year, and all of my Termagants are from previous editions, so I don't know if they're going to fit with what I've got or not. But that's a project for after we finish this guy. So, going to try and sort this blue out a little bit. It looks very... Oh, we've got some leakage. Have I just splashed blue paint all over the house?
God.
No, I haven't. It's fine. It's fine.
Did you not put the lid back on?
I haven't used this paint yet this evening. It must have just been slightly open, and then I thought, oh, my finger's getting wet.
Oh, my finger is getting wet. Oh,
it is those wonderful pro bottles. Yeah, that's it. So we've ordered. Don't know if we mentioned it on stream last week.
I think you have, but go on.
But,
crack on.
But we have ordered the whole range of Pro Acryl. It is now on its way. It's coming. Yay, you've won!
Oh no, good Anna.
It's coming. Hopefully, should be here by the end of the week. Pro Acryl paints.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
What was I talking about? Oh yeah, but I have ordered several packs of the alternate lids. So anybody?
So there's options.
Yeah, so you've got options.
So if you like the original lids, awesome. But if you don't, options.
Yeah. That's it. I'm surprised that they don't do like a screw cap flip top type thing. Or there's dropper lids as well, I think just I suppose you could just screw that cap off, can't you? Or a flip cap like the GW. Anyway, there's options. Tony doesn't mind the original lids. Well, I don't think it's a massive problem really. The way I've been
Apart from
using
you've
these.
just chucked it.
Well, yeah, I should have. Lesson learned. I've not really used these paints enough, but now I know. The next time I come to use it, come and shake one up, I'll check that the top's on tight.
Wow, you can really dance. Wow, you can really dance. He went.
Bum, bum, bum. He sure did. I want to know who's going bump, bump, bump. I think you have shown one of the main issues with them. Theraval likes the original lids and they don't clog. No, they're dry at the top, but apart from that, they haven't clogged on me either.
No.
But I do get more drips and get it on my hands and stuff, but I'm, maybe just not used to them. They're a very smooth, nice paint.
And they mix well, so I've just mixed them with some Green Stuff World Blue, and it mixes quite nicely. So you don't have to just keep to one brand. It's compatible. Yeah, we hopefully should be with us later in the week. It's going to be a busy week this week.
Is it?
Yeah, we've got Games Workshop stuff hopefully turning up again, restock. We've got all of the...
Well, that's every week.
Yeah, all of the stuff that's turned up today.
Take care, Ed!
See you later. All the gear that turned up today that you've been working on.
Yeah, that was taking forever.
Fingers crossed that our BattleTech might arrive. That'll be exciting.
What's that one?
So, BattleTech Catalyst Games did a Kickstarter. Well, easily a year ago.
Have we not had BattleTech?
And we haven't had our stock yet. Was supposed to start fulfilling around July, August time last year, and they just started before Christmas fulfilling the UK's stuff. So hopefully we might get that in the not too distant future.
Have we not had BattleTech before then?
We've had starter sets and...
Because I'm sure I've seen something with that name.
Yeah, oh yeah. We've got the starter set and the Alpha Strike set and a couple of like smaller, they call them Lance boxes, the like little faction packs and stuff, and the blind boxes that they do have sold very well. But we backed the Kickstarter that they did as a retailer, so this is all new stuff,
right?
And we're just waiting for it to arrive now.
Redscope says people have been complaining about the postage delivery for the Kickstarter.
Alright. Yeah, I've not seen that. I've seen people saying, and a couple of regulars who backed it themselves, saying that it's turned up and they've gone a bit nuts.
What?
They maybe wish that they hadn't ordered quite so much.
But that's always the thing.
Yeah, I'm excited. I've never played it. I don't actually know what it plays like. People tell me it's a great game. The Alpha Strike version especially. But it's not quite as in depth as the full version of the game. Just haven't had time to have a go.
And why ever not?
Yeah.
What are you missing out?
I don't know. Might be the daily running of a friendly local game shops, not actually all just playing games.
Don't be spreading false lies like that. We all know all you do is play games.
Yeah. How very dare I?
I know. That's the biggest problem, says Tharivol, with the Kickstarter. My eyes are bigger than my brush. Too many minis and too many games to paint and play.
That's it. There's a lot in there. There's a lot. I try not to look at Kickstarter and Game Found and whatever that other one's called. Really, too much. There's a couple of things that I've looked in on recently. That look pretty cool, but the things, a lot of the ones that I've looked at recently don't have retailer pledges. So
that's the end of that then.
That's the end of that. Got a couple expected any time soon that I have done. We've got some fancy deck boxes. They should be fulfilling in the not too distant future. Gloomhaven, the next edition, is due. What else? Gloomhaven. Oh, Monty Python Holy Grail, I think it was, the board game. Back that. Can't remember what else. There might be another one. But they're all things that have been on the cards for a long time. That's I think I would be more interested in BattleTech if it was more like 40 Titans and you swap the weapons about. Oh, 40k Titans and you swap the weapons about. Yeah, it's because they're only little, so you end up with like hundreds of different variations from what I've seen in people's collections. When folks have come into the shop to play, and they have loads. Excuse me, and end up playing with like half a dozen of them.
how much more have you got on that to do then? What's your plan for it?
Well, I want to get the...
Another turtle made it to the water.
I knew it was coming. I just could feel it.
You can feel it in your bones.
I want to get this brown done, and then we're on to metal. Oh, I've got a bit of dark grey to put on. So, trying to get all the regular colours done before I move on to the metallic. So I don't end up with flecks of metallic on my regular colours. But I think I might get on to metallics this evening if I pull my finger out.
Well, you've got to get it done for Thursday, haven't you? Is it Thursday?
Yeah, I'm hoping that I can get on to doing his base tomorrow.
Is there a plan for the base?
I was just going to do it basic green field, like I did the elves. So muddy ground with plenty of tufts, I think. That's my plan. That's my style, sir. Just popped into my head.
Okay. Doop-de-doo, doop-de-doo, I don't know what I'm doing. Scooby-Dooby-Dooby-Doo.
Might apply once I've got all these other bits. I might apply a little wash into some of the recesses, but we'll see how we feel about that once we've
wash?
got, just to darken a couple of the transition points. We'll see. The thing is, whoever wins the team might end up just repainting it anyway.
Oh, you can't go in with that thoughts.
So how? I mean, I want it to look pretty cool. I'd like to win. If I am lucky enough to win the team, then
How do you win?
If you've painted a figure, then you get an entry, basically. So everyone that wanted to participate, everyone had the choice to participate.
Right.
And if you wanted to participate, then you chucked in, I think it was £3 per person, and then that allowed us to buy the team, and then we each took a randomly determined figure to paint, and then everybody will present them on Thursday, and the team will be put together, and then someone will get drawn out of the hat to win it.
Anyway, so you don't particularly have to do anything to win. You don't have to win a game, or
No.
it's just I was in it. Give me some stuff.
Yeah, you've got to be in it to win it. You've got to have painted a mini and be in it. So there we go. So if I am lucky enough to win, then this is the team that I would play in the next season. The Lothern Lions. I'm thinking of redrafting the Lothern Lions.
I thought they were elves or something.
They're elves, yeah. I was thinking about redrafting them for a second season, and because I've really enjoyed playing them this time. But if I'm lucky enough to win the prize draw, then I will play with this team. Because then I'll have everybody else's painted minis on my side to use.
would you say like, oh no, you can't hit that because you painted it?
Yeah. Yeah. There'll be lots of that going on.
Yeah.
No, you can't. No, that don't count. Or if I get bad dice rolls or whatever, it'll be like, oh, yeah, it's because this mini's the one that you painted. It's got like
loyalty to you.
Yeah, that's it.
I still haven't figured out any bits on this guy yet. Still very confusing.
You must be nearly finished by now.
Why? There's loads. There's all sorts of things happening. I really don't get it.
I don't know, when you were showing him off the other day, you were like, well, that's just like he's naked.
Well, he is naked.
Boots on.
He is naked, but he's got a giant wing, and then he's standing on various corpses. He's got, I don't even know what that is. He's got a pointy bit coming out from under his bum.
Pointy bit coming out from under his bum.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Alright.
He's got his cod piece going on, and then he's got that, which looks a bit like chainmail, but also a bit like fur. He has got some fur on the back, and some more skulls, and a cloak, and lots of spikes, and a sword. There's just a lot. Well,
you put a reference picture up there on the screen. Does it actually look like the reference picture, or have I stuck something together wrong?
Well, this spike's not supposed to be coming out of his head, but, you know, apart from that.
Oh, the extra... Because there was a hole on his shoulder, so I, stuck an extra bit on.
But don't worry about it. It's fine.
The PC game of version of Mech Warrior and Battletech are awesome, but not the same, I guess. Although Battletech is a recreation of the tabletop. Let's see the mini, says Red Scout.
I thought didn't I show it last week?
I don't know. Let's.
I was whinging about it, which I know is not like me.
Yeah.
I never whinge.
Let's. I'll show it off in a second. I'll just.
Yeah, will you now?
Yeah. Well, if you'll let me.
I don't know. Just because it's yours.
Right, I think we're there. I think we're at the point of
no return.
Metal.
What metal? What colour are you doing?
I'm going to use Dark Star Old Silver as the base coat for the metal spikes.
Ah.
Let's before I pour me colour out, let's have a show off of
You're just taking my mini.
Vampire.
What? A vampire. What a git.
What's he got sticking out from under his... Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, whatever that is.
I don't know whatever that is.
I don't know.
Bit of flash or something, maybe.
If you not cut it off and there's been thinking it's part of the mini.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, it's a bit weird, that, isn't it? What is that?
I don't know, it's pointy. What are you doing?
I'm just going to see if it's...
It's just hacking it. Look now, look what you've done, Red Scope. It's just hacking at it now. Oh.
Yeah, it's gone.
We're not having that anymore then. There's some more bits that I don't understand. Maybe they're flashy bits
right,
too.
Where's them?
I don't know because you've got it and I haven't.
Yeah, that was flash. That bit.
It's nice, isn't it? Oh, it's the old GW vampire.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, that guy. Codpiece guy. This is,
yes, and I am having it for brush off as well.
His codpiece is very low slung in his groin area, isn't it?
Maybe he's only little. Maybe that's why he's making up with his giant arms. Like, look up here, don't look down there. No, look at my giant wing. Maybe that's what's going on.
Oh no, those two horns.
It's just performed surgery, yeah.
Those two horns are supposed to be there.
Just not there.
No, they're there. It's this bit here. It's like
no. This bit here is behind the back of his neck, and you've just stuck it to the side of his head.
No, they were there. I didn't stick them in.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, they were just there.
I know he is. He's the expert on cod pieces. That's what it is. I Can I have it back? Or?
You can have it back now.
Oh, thanks.
You've got less of him to paint now, then.
Well, you just chopped off that tiny. It was this bit here. Between his codpiece and his armour, there's something happening there. What's that? Is that flash? So between his codpiece and his leg, there's something happening. Something happening there. You see, like just a like one of his testicles has escaped.
I don't know.
We're not cutting that off.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that bit.
We're not cutting his testicle.
Yeah, I'm not going to go hacking in there, mate.
Fair enough.
Restrict his chances of future. I don't know. Can vampires like procreate?
It depends which law you read.
Right, we need a slightly different brush for the metallic. Let's go with this one. You might be talking with a high-pitched voice now, says Tony.
Well, that bit that you've hacked off attached to that bit that I've just asked you about.
Did it?
Yeah.
It came off quite easy. It
It's not.
flicked off.
It's not there anymore. Whatever it was. Oh dear. I bet Tharavol's really glad that he came in to see what was happening. Peas and cod pieces.
I think that's the most important part of the statement, Tony, that last bit.
What, they're not
They're
real?
not real.
What else you got to tell me?
Ooh. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I've painted an orc team before in the distant past, and I don't know. I can't say that I rushed it, but I can't remember half of the details that are on this guy.
Was it the same?
Yeah, same models.
Wow.
Although when I did look at them recently, I thought to myself, I'm definitely better than this now.
Well, that's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
What are you painting for the Great MLG Brush Off theme? Old school cool.
Old school cool.
I think it's old school. I might just put the word cool in. It might just be old school.
So yes, I have a mini. I've started it. I'll show it off in a moment. It is a mini that I always wanted to paint, but I didn't get it done in time for.
Well, you can have always wanted to paint 2025.
Yeah.
I'll let you, because I'm nice like that.
Yeah, there'll be quite a few always wanted to paints for 2025.
Will there?
Yeah, I'm gonna get them queued up ready.
Oh, look at this! Promises.
Yeah. Right. I was gonna leave these spikes blue, but I think we're gonna do them.
Wait, he has started the brush off mini, and we are not halfway through the month. Oh, I haven't started it yet, I don't think, have you?
No, I have.
Well, started it how? Picked it out,
No,
or actually?
no, he's actually got some paint on. Anyway, he's only very basic, but this one.
What is it?
Can anybody in the chat recognise this figure?
It's a elfy thing. Is it an elf?
No.
What's that blobby bit?
Which blobby bit?
It looks like pointy ears through his hair.
There. That's just his ear.
You'll have to hold him up a bit closer. I've got a chainsaw-y thing.
Yeah.
Rogue Trader Space, where's he gone? Will you give over? He's not there.
Oh, sorry.
Sweetheart, you have a delay. Please
Okay.
just hold the mini still.
Okay.
Rogue Trader Space Wolf?
He is a Space Wolf. He is the Space Wolf, Lehman Russ.
The Space Wolf.
Yeah, he's the original Lehman Russ mini from off of like the I don't know, 1980s, I think.
From off of the 80s.
Yeah, 1980s Lehman Russ. So he's going to get a lot more care and attention. I've blocked his armour in grey. So yeah, he's definitely getting quite a bit more going on there. Looking forward to painting him. He's going to be my old school mini, or one of.
What on? Yay, steady on. We can't be having, you dedicating to doing more stuff.
What counts as old? I need to sort of get clarification. Really. What counts as old school?
Or whatever you want, really. Whether it's a new mini that you've painted in an old style, or it's an old mini. So, old. Not just, I brought this last year.
Okay.
Is that alright? Is that
Yeah, that's absolutely fine.
Is that helpful?
Yep.
Look at me being helpful. I think I'm going to have to paint the horny bits so that I know where they are. Pre-2000, says Red Scout.
Right, okay.
Wowzers. That's like forever ago. We're not quite that strict.
Well, I've got some other classic fantasy minis kicking about. So.
I mean, you should know the rules by now. We're basically quite lax on rules. And we're just like people to paint and have fun.
Paint some minis.
There's a basic structure, but, we're not going to kick you out. If you painted something that was 5 years old. We might just go, come on. Could have done a bit better than that. But especially you. If you start bending the rules too much, then there'll be consequences for you. But it would just be nice if you joined in.
I am joining in.
I know. Well, that's it. See, that's the problem, isn't it, Tony? Because the 90s were only 5 minutes ago, so it's very difficult. I mean, they were only 10 years ago. I don't know why all these people that were born with a 2 in front of their names are like driving and stuff. I don't know what that's all about. When you have to get your ID out and it's got a 1 and they go, yeah, you're definitely old enough. I've never been ID'd.
Ever?
No, I've always just looked old. And it's not just because I'm a girl, and so in pubs they just go, oh yeah, because my mates have been, that I have been with, just not me.
Someone told me that they got ID'd the other day. I can't remember who it was from. I can't remember.
I've been ID'd in official capacities, like, opening a bank account and stuff, but nothing cool.
Right. I have to use the thinner brush. Hello there!
That's Panda.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just in case you didn't know. Good old Pando. I got asked for I got asked for ID buying stuff from Argus. Oh, that's rough. Why?
Wowzers. What were you buying?
Yeah,
from
maybe we don't need to know what you were
Yeah.
buying that you needed ID from Argus.
Prompted identification.
Could they see you? Or was it just a computer you have to provide your ID malarkey? Because that doesn't count.
What colour eyes should we give our orc?
I don't know. Yellow, red, black. How much do you want them to stand out, I suppose?
Oh, yeah, quite. Should we give him yellow eyes?
Yeah, give him yellow eyes.
I don't know.
Give him piercing blue eyes.
And he's wearing a lot of blue armour there, that might clash.
I was stood in front of them. I think it was for a game that was a 15 plus. Clearly, I'm a lot older than that. Are they just trying to make you feel good?
Maybe. Trying to be funny.
I've had a lot of times where, like for example, when I've been in fancy dress costume and they've wanted to look at my face, in case there's any trouble and they know who I am. And then when we went out recently as Cousin It, and somebody in one of the bars asked to see what I looked like under there, so that they knew if I was, of age, etc. And so I showed them, and they just went, yeah, like just wait, put it, put your mask back on. That kind of response is what I got. Oh yeah, I think Wicked D even laughed at the time. She was stood with me. Like, okay, thanks.
What's your next fancy dress?
Well, it'll be Halloween, won't it? We've not got anything else, have we?
I don't think there's anything before that. I've just meant like what are you going as?
I've absolutely no idea. I've done all the things I always wanted to do, so I don't really know. I wonder if Wiki D's gonna have a fancy dress party for her birthday or anything like that. That might be before Halloween fancy dress. I mean, I'm just making it up now. She hadn't said. You could have like we could. I could go in the blow up dragon, and we could just get blow up things and run around town. It's always quite fun. Did someone mention Halloween? Yeah, me, Tony. I don't know what to go as for Halloween. You want to be Hellboy, don't you?
I do.
But that involves sorting your Hellboy costume out.
Mm-hmm. We've not been in the loft yet to get
To see what state it's in. We need more shop parties, or do we now? No Pokemon events you can dress up for? I don't think I'd look alright as a Pokemon. Belated shop anniversary party. We did in the old days used to have birthday parties for the shop where we used to have goodie bags and stuff during the daytime for customers. That soon stopped.
Oh, it's 10 o'clock.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I see me wittering on.
Right, where's me? I need the highlight for me old silver Q-tip. Where are you? There we go.
Yeah, maybe we have to have a birthday party for you at the shop.
But that's ages away.
Well, we don't have any other.
Could have a birthday party for you. Your birthday's first.
I know, but I don't do that. I don't do birthday parties for me.
Why not?
Well, because I have 3 friends, so it's not really a birthday party, is it? Yeah. It was just true. If we had a birthday party for me at the shop, for me, who would we possibly invite? Exactly, nobody. So if we had a birthday party for you at the shop, then you would invite all the people that play games and all of your friends and stuff. It's different. You can't call a gathering of 3 people a party. Well, it's been fun with talk of peas and cod bits and cutting off vampire bits. Well, you know.
We'll have to have an anniversary party.
What, wedding anniversary?
Wedding anniversary party.
But that's the same again, though. That's just all your mates.
Well, could invite some of the people that we still like that came to the wedding. Reunion style.
Who's that then?
I'm sure we
friends.
could. No, there was hardly any of my friends came to the wedding. Most of them were yours.
Yeah, that's what happens. See, no one talks to me anymore.
You had all the mates in.
Bum.
No, you don't. Don't.
I mean, some of them are dead, so that doesn't really count.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Can't.
I mean, if you think about how many people I knew that came to our wedding, there's quite a few that are dead now.
There's only 2.
No, there's more than 2.
Alright, okay. Well, yeah. 3 or 4.
Yeah, keep going up.
They're in. Anyway, that's not a cheery conversation. We'll talk about that later.
People die all the time. Well, anyway, if we're going to have a birthday party, it needs to be yours. Doesn't it? Because otherwise it'd be pretty miserable.
Well, we've got all year to plan it, if that's what we're doing. So.
Well, you don't have to. It's your birthday. You do whatever you want. Can't you?
Yeah. So, I need to sort his eye out. Blobbed around his eye. Where's that darker green?
When did you blob?
When I was painting his eyeball in.
What just now?
Yellow. Yeah, a while ago. Have you got that darker green somewhere to hand? Is there a darker one?
I don't know.
Alright.
That's what?
Doesn't matter.
That's the one who's put a bit of black in it.
Yeah, I'm going to use this instead.
Okay, use a different one then.
I'm going to use some Wyvern green.
Who makes that?
2 thin coats.
Mm-hmm. We've got the new 2 thin coats, haven't we?
We have. We've got wave 3. I think there might be 1 or 2 that we're missing because they didn't have stock, but we haven't got them on display on the shop floor yet because, surprise, surprise, we've got a partial delivery and we haven't got a rack for them to go on yet.
But we do have them.
We do.
And what else are you getting? What's the Marmy Painter things that we're getting?
The John Blanche.
So what's that then? Why are they?
So it's.
Fitting?
I think, if I'm blatantly honest, and at the risk of upsetting anybody, I think that it is only actually a special product because John Blanche, who was art director at Games Workshop for a long time and is responsible for many pieces of iconic Warhammer art and shaping a certain kind of grimdark, as they like to call it, painting style for a lot of people. He has chosen various army painter colours. As far as I'm aware, they're not new colours. He's just taken some of the colours from their existing paint range and put them together in a set. And then there is 2 sets. So they are the John Blanche Grim Dark paint sets.
Not like, these my faves.
Yeah. Like the what do you call it?
I don't know, don't we?
Signature series from Pro Acryl, where they've done like Rogue Hobbies and Ninjon and what have you, who've got like their favourite half a dozen paints that they probably actually never use.
Are you being cynical?
Yeah. So John Blanche has done these 2 army painter sets, and they're getting released in the not too distant future. I think they are new colours. At least some of them, like the Flesh Wash, are new. I think there might be 1 new paint in each set. Let me, because I don't want to tell you the wrong things. Let me just get the details.
I accidentally ordered all 3 waves of 2 thin coats and then forgot to cancel my Kickstarter pledge when I decided to go all in on the Pro Acryl. Now I have a lot of paint. It's horrible. It does sound like a lot of paint.
Yeah.
I like them both though. I like the 2 thin coats and I like the Pro Acryl.
Yeah, so that's 180.
Yeah.
180 2 thin coats paints. So I don't know how much is.
No, just a few, few paints. I say that though. I say that I like the 2 thin coats and the Pro Acryl, and I am still using my Reaper paints I always use. But they're there if I.
Oh, here we go.
If
Right.
I remember.
So I could be completely wrong, but they've. Oh, hello. Hello. Thank you very much for raiding Couch Session RPG. That's very, very cool. Thank you. The odd thing about the paint is John pictures are not that grim dark. He used a lot of light colours, and the choice in the box has scrolled off the top of the screen. I can't see. Hello all chummers. Hello. So I was just looking at the Army Painter John Blanche tie-in paints. So what it what it says is inspired by the grim dark palette and Blanchitsu stylings of John Blanche, designed in collaboration with and endorsed by legendary artist John Blanche. High quality pigment, dense acrylic paint, blah blah blah. 10 paints, 6 acrylic colours, 2 Zorn palette inspired, 2 washes, 1 metallic, and 1 unique speed paint.
Unique.
Yeah, so volume 1 features 10 colours personally developed. Oh, I'm completely wrong. I thought they were existing.
Yeah.
I'd stand corrected. Where did I get to? 10 colours personally developed by John Blanche to inspire hobbyists to master his iconic grim gothic style, with the exceptional performance and quality of war paint, fanatic, and speed paints included in this set. You too can recreate his beautifully grim, often bizarre yet beloved techniques. This collector's quality set also showcases exclusive artwork for John Blanche, making it a must-have for any enthusiast.
Well, there you go then, you see.
Yeah, so the colours in set 1 are the darkness.
You know, it's just a blank screen and you
sorry.
stuff out.
Yeah. There you go. I'm reading it off my mobile device. Is it the I retired, I need some ad money paint range? Says Redscape. I think he's got some various health issues, unfortunately. So, and there's a fancy brush included in the set. The Dipit's most magnificent brush, which is
wowzers.
Yeah, it's like that greeny mint colour is pretty cool as it is, isn't it? That's pretty awesome. So there is The Darkness, Ivory White, Moonbeam Yellow, Ironclad Grey, Blighted Green, Banshee Brown, which I'm sure Banshee Brown's an existing colour, Blood Moon Red, Warm Skin Shade, Grim Dark Shadow, and Emperor Gold. Okay, and then, so that's set 1. And then there is a set 2, which also comes with a dip it brush, and that's got Fiery Vermilion, Blanched Berry, Sunburst Ochre, Midnight Olive, Tainted Garden, Ruddy Terror, Turnbull Turquoise, Voodoo Shade, Grim Rust, and Heavy Metal. So this is the Army Painter website I'm looking at here.
How do you do? Right, come on, get
so,
some mini nonsense.
Yeah, so that's they look pretty cool. Now, what I'm going to do, just to finish off, I think I might put a little bit of a wash on some areas of this, but I don't want to wreck it on the stream. So what I am going to do is, just before we finish, I'm going to block in his base with some black. In fact, I'm not going to do that. It's a complete fabrication. I'm not going to do that at all. What I am going to do is I'm going to get my black mud.
Mud?
Yeah, I'm going to get me black mud. I'm going to put the texture on his base so that it'll be dry by tomorrow, and then I can work on his base tomorrow. And because this is so dark, whatever I do, wash-wise, won't actually make any difference. So this is Vallejo Black Mud. Now I like this because it's dark and it's got quite a bit of texture to it. There's bits of grit and twig type stuff and all sorts in here that you can...
Is it literally like you've just got some mud off the battlefield?
Yeah, it is. It's great. I think it's probably one of the best products. Well, unlike the others that's just sand in paint, I think is how I would describe it. This one's actually got lumps of stuff in. And because it's black, then you can paint it to match whatever idea you've got for the base. It's cool stuff. And I've splashed some already on the mini, so it looks like he's playing in a swamp.
Aw, is he having a nice time?
Awesome. Yep, yeah, he's having a great time. Sticking his tongue out because he's just got mud on his togs. Yeah, it's fantastic stuff. And also, it's got quite a nice gap filling potential. So on such as this mini, where it has the slaughter type base, this stuff's pretty good for hiding that kind of
what's it called again?
Black Mud
By
Vallejo. Yeah, it's good for hiding some recesses in base and what have you. And also, there was the little hole in the front of this because this is a Blood Bowl base. So it's got a little hole in the front for if you wanted to have the ball stuck in. If that is your thing, but I've just covered that hole up with it.
Did you not want the ball stuck in there?
No. I don't know anybody that actually uses that feature. I think everybody just plays with them like covered in, and most folks that I know tend to have a ball marker that sits or clips around the mini's base, so you can see who's got it because they've got like a ring or whatever around their base. You can get some quite fancy ones. I've got what's essentially a token from an old Blood Bowl set. I think it might have been when they did one of the league sets. So the last time they did an international tournament thing where you had to post your results on the Games Workshop website. But that fits nicely under a 32mm base. It just gives you a little red ring around the outside. So we'll get that bit of texture on there, and then he's ready for tomorrow night for once he's dry. And it's quite reasonably priced. £5 for 40 millilitres of basing material. I think that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I like the mud. I've also got some Russian mud, which is a more browny mud. That one's definitely more a sanding stuff. I think this one, the black mud's got more textures in it. Right. The only problem with it is it's very hard because it's black. It's very hard. If you get it on your hands, it's very hard to get on.
Is the Russian mud very thick?
It is. Have I got it? Let me see if I've got it in my drawer. No, I've got some Middle Earth from Green Stuff World, but that's not what we're talking about. I haven't got it in my drawer just to hand, but I will find it and I will show you tomorrow if I can. It's got Green Stuff World mud and it was okay, but not very thick. Yeah, some of them are a bit runny. I think the Vallejo ones are pretty good. This I also have used this Green Stuff World asphalt, but that is just gritty grey paint, I would say. That's alright as Astro Granite for Blood Bowl bases, but you need to make sure that that hole that I've just clogged over the top with this stuff, if you put the asphalt over it, would sink in and you'd end up with a noticeable drop in the bottom. So I'm going to call it a night there for now. That's where we are with this guy. He's almost done. Just needs a little bit of shading in some recesses. He's a bit bright, so I need to just dull him down a little bit. So we'll do some spot shading. Be very careful with that. And then he's going to be a few tufts and a little bit of dry brushing on his base, and he's going to be ready for action. There we go. Thank you everybody for coming along. Very, very much appreciated. Thank you for the raid, and we hope to see you all soon. We'll be back tomorrow for 2 Paint Tuesday at 9 PM. Thank you very much, everybody. See you later.
Mighty lands of Danes in Bridlington town, East Yorkshire's gem where dreams are found. Warhammer battles, D&D take flight, spooky homewares to thrill the night. From steel models to graphic art, books and hobbies to spark your heart. King Street calls you, so come on by. Let's get gaming. The limit, Mr. Sky.